Alrighty, time to finally finish up the part 2 inverter install video. Been a little delayed getting this put up. I've been sick. I got a part-time job back in the town I came from, 45 minutes from here, so I've just been really busy, and up until lately, pretty sick. I just got over the flu. I started this with a load on it, and it made a funny noise. I flipped it off, unplugged it, flipped it back on. I got video of that. Oop. And it just made a funny noise, and it's fried. So I will one of these times, or one of these days, I'll take this apart and troubleshoot it, see if we can at least find out what happened, if not try and fix it. But for now, I'll go ahead and just put in my 800 watt. This isn't really being used for anything right now, and that's sufficient to what I was wanting to use it for, which was just run the computer and you know, other little things like that. Maybe keep the mini fridge going if you know, if the power stays off long enough, I can plug that in. That'll run it just fine. So let's go ahead and put that in. I never needed to unbolt this chair. They got this lever. I could never figure out what it's for. I finally figured out what it's for. You flip it out, and it detaches the chair from its post, or whatever you call that. Just like that. So FYI, if you ever want to take out your seat, check to see if it's got a lever. I wish I would have found that sooner. Pull up the seat belts. Just put one in by hand without getting out the drill. And we're probably going to need some more slack, so let's go down below. Okay. Get some slack. It's just going to be a little in the way, that's alright. Alright. See if it works. Alright, I've had this plugged in for about 10 minutes now on medium. It won't do high. And you can hear the fans already kicked on this thing too, I just realized. Yeah, it's getting a little warm. Just barely though. And it's already 130 degrees, give or take. And you can really feel the heat coming off that. It'll only do medium. If I flip it to high, I start getting the fault alarm. I don't know why the alarm isn't. Oh, there it goes. So it will not do high for the heater. Alright, so to kind of go over the power system a little bit, this 89 Winnebago Super Chief came with a small solar panel up top and its own charge controller. I'll try and get some video of the solar panel. It's a small one. I'm not sure what size it is. I want to say 15 watt, but I'm uncertain. So here's the voltage of the battery banks, about 13 volts. There's no amps being drawn because they are fully charged, and even if they weren't, I don't have enough sunshine. I'm parked underneath a couple trees, so I don't really have use of a solar system right now, but it does actually keep the batteries up there. When I use it from time to time, it'll keep it charged, so it's kind of nice to have. And then power for, okay, so the solar comes in, goes to this guy, comes out through the 4 or whatever. It used to go into here, or I guess it still does, but it used to be connected here to the positive of the house batteries, which is this wire. And so I disconnected here. I fed that through the hole into a two-way switch, which can be off or on in 2 different positions. The bottom position is for the house batteries, and the up position is for the extra battery bank that I have in the storage compartment. So I can use the solar, that little solar, to charge either the house batteries or the backup battery bank independently for when I have actual RV batteries. These will soon join those like they originally were meant to be, but the RV house batteries were bad, so I needed to put something in here. So that's where they sit right now, and for that reason I'm keeping them combined so they both get the same amount of use. But when I get actual RV batteries, I will be keeping the inverter set to the number 2 position, which is the backup battery bank, and the house batteries will be saved for running the 12-volt appliances, like the fridge. When I get that fixed with the propane, when the fridge runs on propane, it still needs 12 volts, so that'll get that from here. My lighting will get that from the house batteries. They will use the power separate from the backup power I have for the 120 volts for emergencies. Here we are at the top of the RV, covered in pine needles, of course. As you can see, I don't get too much sun for that solar panel, and it doesn't help that it's dirty. Yeah, that doesn't help. So I'm going to go ahead and clean that up. that's a little bit better. Should help